Today you can visit a garden full of plants, but what makes this particular garden so special is that it's full of only Michigan plants.
We're joined now by 7 and 4's Alyssa Heron. She's live at the historic Barnes Park in Traverse City to show us around and tell us how this garden will help native species. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brendan and Melissa, and happy birthday, Brendan. Joining me now is Karen Schmidt. She's a member of the Botanical Garden Society. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for inviting us.
Of course. And so right now I want you to describe where we're standing and kind of what's so special behind us.
All right. Well, we're standing in the Visitor Center garden, which is just to the south of our Visitor Center. And that building is a restored 1886 granary. And we're standing next to our new fountain and our conversation circle, which happens to be the foundation of the original farm silos. And the farm, of course, was the State Hospital's farm here in Traverse City.
Okay, and then the garden that surrounds these silos are actually a native garden that includes all Michigan plants. So talk about why this is so important.
Well, folks aren't always aware that native plants support native insects, and native insects don't like to eat things that aren't native, and those insects support our native birds, and it's a wonderful circle, and when that circle's broken, our birds are in trouble. And so we want to keep that circle going by growing lots of things that are native to Michigan here in our own native garden.
Absolutely, and I want you to describe the focus here at the Botanical Gardens. It's a very special one that you were describing to me, and it's even taking place today.
Right. Our motto is preserving the past and planting the future. And the past here was a hospital farm. The farm was fed 3,000 patients a day, and the original superintendent, Dr. Munson, believed that beauty was therapy. And so our gardens are healing gardens. We're going to be putting in a number of gardens that are specifically healing gardens. Gardens such as a Native American medicine wheel garden, a pharmaceutical garden that has plants that are used in medicine today and were used in the past for medicinal purposes. An accessible garden with raised beds for the handicap, and a Zen garden or a contemplation garden for meditation.
Okay, and to complete all of these gardens, it's really important that the community helps. So I want you to describe how they can do that, because this is a nonprofit.
That's right. We're a nonprofit, and we cannot charge admission to the garden because it's a public park. And so the public can help by getting memberships to the garden. That's really helpful. Utilizing and renting some of our beautiful facilities that we have here, making donations to the garden, or even some corporate support, which we have had.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and you'll have to come and check it out because it is a beautiful park here. Reporting live in Traverse City, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.
It's great how there are different aspects of the garden. She mentioned that it's handicap accessible in some parts. If people want to go there for meditation, they can do that. All of the species there, as far as the plants go, are native to Michigan, which is even better. So definitely something you'll want to check out.
Good morning, Brendan and Melissa. Joining me again is Mrs. Schmidt, and she's a member of the Botanical Garden Society here. Thank you so much for joining us, Karen.
Thank you. Always good to be here.
Oh, it is, and it is beautiful. You know, it's a little bit of a foggy morning, but I want you to describe the history of what's behind us right now.
All right. Well, as you know, this whole site was the Traverse City State Hospital farm. It fed 3,000 people a day. And when we were excavating to build the visitor center, we came across the foundations of these two giant silos that were once here. And rather than tearing them out, we repurposed them, one as a pool and a fountain, and the other as a conversation circle. So that's what you're seeing behind you now.
Very cool. And it's all a part of the Michigan Native Garden. So I want you to kind of describe that. And then overall, just tell me the focus of the Botanical Gardens here.
All right. Well, the mission of the Botanical Garden is to really focus on the concept of healing, and that healing includes medicinal plants and native plants. We're trying to heal the land. We've lost so many of our native plants, and we want home gardeners and people to know that these plants can really enhance their homes and their gardens, but best of all, they support the native bird and insect population. So that keeps that circle of life going here in northern Michigan, and we want to model that.
Absolutely. And as you continue to renovate this area, how are you guys following the mission? Even today, you guys are working on some unique projects.
That's right. We've taken the old horse barn foundation and completely restored those beautiful stone walls. They're 9 feet high, and we're turning that into an enclosed walled garden. And many of our native plants will be featured in there as well. We're also in the process of working on 2 outbuildings, the old blacksmith shop and the wagon house. That was part of the farm operation. And right now the lead paint is being removed, and we have an exciting event in July. Home Depot is bringing in about 100 of their employees from all of the northern regional stores, and they're actually donating their services and their paint to fix these buildings up for us. So we're so thankful.
Oh yeah, that is great. And this is a nonprofit, so you said that you're always looking for volunteers, correct?
That's right. We only have 1 half-time employee. All the rest of us are volunteers, so volunteers are deeply appreciated.
Okay, and then it's also important that the community helps donate to this garden and stuff, because you guys are expanding a healing garden. So I want you to share the healing garden.
All right. Well, we have a master site plan for all 25 acres, and one component, almost a third of those gardens, will be focused on healing. And we have a variety of healing gardens, and we want to model how gardens have helped people to heal in the past, whether it's medicinally through the plants or psychologically by being in a beautiful environment, or physically by being physically involved in the garden.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And there's so much to talk about, so you're going to have to come on down for a tour. Once again, what are the hours?
We're open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays, 9 to 5, Sundays, 12:30 to 5.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And we'll put all of this information and more on our website at UpNorthLive.com. Reporting live in Traverse City, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.
Thanks a lot, Alyssa. What a great place to go if you're looking to breathe in some fresh air,
Right.
take a look at flowers.
Just kind of get away from it all. I mean, it just seems quiet and relaxing there. And
It
the sound
does.
of that water coming out of the fountain, it's perfect.
It is.
Good thing to do maybe after work, just kind of decompress.